Today, the world champion New York Knicks with Willis Reed meet for the first time this season the Milwaukee Bucks with Lew Alcindor. The Knicks, coming in for the first meeting with the Bucks this year with a record of 18-7, lead the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee leading the Midwest Division of the Western Conference with a record of 17-1. The Bucks have won 16 in a row. If they can win it this afternoon, it'll be 17, and tomorrow night they will try to match the NBA consecutive win record set last year by the New York Knicks, and they'll try to do it against the Knicks in New York. The Milwaukee Bucks, the most potent offensive basketball team in the NBA this year. The New York Knicks, as you might expect, the most effective defensive team. It'll be Alcindor and Reed squaring off. The New York Knicks are wearing the dark blue, or if you're not in color, the dark shirts. And the Milwaukee Bucks are in white, the officials, Jake O'Donnell. Walt Frazier, or Clyde, as he is known in the big city, handles the ball out in front for Barnett. Barnett works into the lane. He's got a 12-footer up. It is no good, and Alcindor rebounds. Lew Alcindor's first basket of the day. He is averaging better than 32 points a game. What a difference Robertson has made. The ball is picked off by DeBusschere. That is Bradley. DeBusschere. Bradley. 2 points. That's Dandridge. Robertson underneath. Deflected by Reed. Bradley. Smith almost stole it. Walt Frazier, 18 feet.
Basket by Frazier.
Knicks lead 6-4. Robertson checking Barnett. Bradley from the top of the key. Dandridge and Reed. It is Reed, and he gets his basket. 6 points for Willis.
By Reed.
Lead the Bucks. Bradley, 4 points. Barnett on Robertson. Dandridge. In there. Well done.
Keith, we're seeing Oscar Robertson take Dick Barnett. Larry Costello this year, in contrast to what Oscar has been used to in the past, is assigning him to the tough offensive player. And in the past 4 games, he's held players like Jerry West to 12, Jeff Mullins to 10 and 15, respectively.
The Bucks, no changes for the Knicks. The Bucks have the ball as Oscar tries to work it in. Barnett slaps it away, but it's grabbed by Dandridge. And Oscar at the buzzer on the 24-second clock. It's got away, and it is tipped in by Frazier. 17-1 on the year. Into Reed. He kicks it away, but Frazier has it. It is knocked away by Smith. It is Dandridge and Robertson. McLaughlin on a drive. And it's McLaughlin to Robertson. Robertson, the quarterback of this Milwaukee team this year. He tries one from 16. Basket counts. Third team foul.
We have the shot by Oscar Robertson coming through. We'll bring that up again. But the confusion on the part of the Knickerbockers is Bradley being guarded by McLaughlin and Greg Smith guarding Walt Frazier. They're having tough time picking up their respective men when they come back over to defense.
17, Milwaukee.
We see New York putting a little pressure on, keeping in mind New York, the best defensive team in basketball, holding the opposition to 100 points a game.
McLaughlin, 23 feet. 22-17. This is Keith Jackson along with Jack Twyman. Milwaukee Arena, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, NBA basketball between the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks. And New York Knicks, the world champions of last season, against the formidable Milwaukee Bucks. Frazier from 23 feet, Alcindor the rebound. I had Robertson. I see no changes in either lineup. Robertson moves it around outside. He's quarterbacked this ball club brilliantly so far. Alcindor inside. He gets the short hook shot over Reed. And it's 26-17, a 9-point lead.
Mindy Rudolph. There you see Willis Reed complaining that Lew Alcindor is sticking his hand in his face, which of course is not allowed. And the last 2 times down the floor, we saw Willis Reed go to the corner, realizing that the Knickerbockers, as we look at Walt Frazier's 21.5 average, the Knickerbockers have to get Alcindor out of that middle and get him away from the boards.
Walt makes the free throw. He now has a total of 3 points. And Oscar Robertson are out in front. Alcindor inside against Reed. Oscar looks for him and works in that direction. Dick Barnett trying to control Robertson and could not do it. That 17-footer, soft as a feather, he has 5. Cut off by DeBusschere. Goes to Lew. 10-footer good. 32-22, Milwaukee by 10. A minute 5 to go first quarter. Robertson, that's 24 feet. Dandridge tried to slap it out. 2-on-1, Frazier, Barnett. Frazier takes it in, got it.
Basket by Frazier.
5 points for Walt. Stole the ball. Frazier again. Sub all year for the Knicks, getting one from 19 feet out of the corner. It's 32-28 as Dick Barnett fouls Oscar Robertson. Robertson goes to the line. Oscar has a total of 5 points in the first quarter. Now, inside 10 seconds. Frazier behind Reed. Good. The Knicks trailing by 3. DeBusschere from 20 feet. Robertson the rebound. Oscar missing. Frazier. Greg Smith went down hard. Out of the corner to Busher. 33-32. Robertson with a total of 6 points. Season average, as you see. Well, what a contribution, Jack, he has made to this ball club. That's Reed, set at the top of the key, has the ball. Inside to Busher, stolen by Robertson. 6 rebounds for Willis. Stallworth trying to feed Reardon, checked away by Robertson. Knicks ball, front court.
Away from the basket a little more than he was able to do earlier in the game, and it's been effective.
In and out for Frazier. Larry Costello, the coach of the Bucks.
Alcindor has been getting in foul trouble lately, and that's why he has not been following Willis outside. But he's going to have to guard him because Willis is hitting that outside shot now.
Walt Frazier with the ball for New York. That's Reed. Alcindor goes down. Charging, Reed. Red Holzman unhappy. Second foul on Willis. And here comes Greg Smith and Oscar Robertson back into the Milwaukee lineup. Jackson comes out of the New York lineup. Barnett is back in. Reardon is out. And DeBusschere is back in. For the Knicks, it's 50-48 at 3:45 to go. Milwaukee by 2. Allen against Frazier. Walter giving him a little fancy stuff and hits from 18 feet. McLaughlin will come in. First chance, probably for Allen. Robertson bringing it down for Milwaukee. 50-50 the score. Oscar had a hold. Mindy Rudolph stops it.
And McLaughlin with his outside shooting will loosen up that defense a little bit.
Oscar 4 out of 4 from the line. Reed sets a screen. It's like a wall. That's DeBusschere out in front. Into Reed. Ball is stolen by Greg Smith. Little double teaming. The long lead pass intended for Bob Boozer. Out of bounds, New York. Red Holzman talking with his New York Knicks. They're down by a point. 50-51. DeBusschere. 12 feet. Robertson. Good job off the boards for Milwaukee. We're inside 2 minutes. 51-51. Greg Smith. Bucks by 2 at 1:45 to go in the second quarter. That's Stallworth from 21 feet, and it's tied again. 8 times the game has been tied. The shot missed by Lew. The rebound. Here come the Knicks. DeBusschere. Beautiful pass. And 21 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds on the timer. Working for the one last shot. Here's Frazier inside to Willis. Willis goes with a hook and missed it. Well, you know, when you start putting a basketball team together, it's really a very delicate thing. And the Milwaukee Bucks have moved from being, I think, a good team to the stature of being a great team with the addition of the Big O Oscar Robertson. There's our score at halftime. The New York Knicks, 56. The Milwaukee Bucks have 55. They score at halftime, 56-55. The New York Knicks individual scoring, as you can see, the Knicks hit 24 out of 47 from the field scoring. The Bucks hitting 24 out of 46 from the field. Both teams shooting over 50% in the first half.
But I want to tell you this is an important game because it sets the tone for the series the rest of the year. And both clubs want to jump out on top and prove their superiority over the other club.
Smith. That's Oscar. Almost lost it. Throws it. Barnett holding, and Robertson checking inside to Reed. Alcindor and DeBusschere checked by Oscar. It'll be New York's ball. Robertson checked by DeBusschere. Alcindor over to Oscar. Off Smith's screen. Got it. 16-footer. Make it the 2-point Buck lead. Short off the front rim. Willis Reed, the rebound. He has 10. Reed inside. Triple. DeBusschere. Now Frazier. DeBusschere, top of the key. We'll play it in. Robertson. Oscar, 17. Good. 62. 8:05 to go third quarter. Frazier. Inside Alcindor. McLaughlin has room. 18-footer for McLaughlin. He has 14 points. Bill Bradley.
Weight, and he's aggravating Alcindor.
Greg Smith takes a slide. The shot by Bill Bradley. Oscar Robertson looks into Lew, gives instead to Dandridge. That's Barnett from 22 feet. Dandridge the rebound. Willis Reed has been like a forest out there in this third quarter. Oscar. Come in at the first opportunity, undoubtedly replacing DeBusschere. Dandridge tries to beat Alcindor. Reed stole it away. Lew coming down the floor.
In addition to playing Alcindor, he's also doing a fine job of clogging up the middle, preventing the Bucks from driving through for the layup. A great game by Reed.
Walt Frazier misses the free throw. Cleared out to McLaughlin. John all the way. By Oscar. That's Reed. Over Alcindor. Missed it. Dandridge the rebound. Reed's play inside against Alcindor is sensational. So Oscar Robertson starts to work outside, and Oscar now has 16 points and time is called. We have 4:27 left in the third. Milwaukee has Robertson, McLaughlin, Dandridge, Alcindor, Smith. That is Dandridge. 75-70, the Bucks by 5. Smith down, goes on his hands and knees literally to pursue Walt Frazier.
On that last play, you notice he wasn't anywhere near Alcindor, and we might see Reed getting a little tired here.
Dick Barnett has 4 personal fouls. McLaughlin into Lew, checked away by Reed. That's Frazier. Bucks have 7-point edge. Dave Stallworth. Bearden checking Oscar in the backcourt. Now Frazier picks him up. Knocked away, but it goes to McLaughlin. Back to Oscar. Fakes his man. Shot is up. It is off. Alcindor loses. And Oscar loses. And that's Frazier. And he gets it. 15 points now for Walt Frazier. 3-point lead for the Bucks. 2:08 to go third quarter. Mike Reardon and Oscar working against each other. And the foul is called on Oscar. Offensive foul, second personal on Robertson. He got a little aggravated too, I think, Jack. And 10 seconds to go, third quarter. They'll try for one. It'll be the 4th team foul on the Bucks.
He gave Willis a minute rest and allowed him to play 48 more seconds. Now at the turn of the quarter, it'll give Willis another minute and a half.
Phil Jackson is in the lineup for the New York Knicks. Loser replaced the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth quarter tip-off in just 1 minute. Our score from Milwaukee, the Bucks 83, the Knicks have 74. 380, Bucks lead. Allen coming out. Oscar is back in. Reardon and Frazier are outside. DeBusschere and Reed are inside. Willis has it. Against Alcindor. In and out. He's averaging 32.3 on the season. Robertson.
The Bucks are assigning Bob Dandridge to take DeBusschere because he was so effective in the first half, and Greg Smith will be taking the other forward, Dave Stallworth.
Walt Frazier's free throw is good. 9:35, the score you see. McLaughlin checked by Reardon. Oscar down the lane. 4-point lead for the Bucks. 18 points for Oscar. This man has, and he showed it so dramatically in the championship series last year against the Lakers. Alcindor, no room inside. That's Oscar. McLaughlin. 8:45 to go in the game. The Bucks lead by 4. 5 seconds on the 8:10 to go in the game. Hard collision between Reardon and Robertson. No harm, no foul. Oscar to McLaughlin. That's a 23-footer. And a big tangle inside. It's like it's getting a little fine, Jack. 2-point lead for the Bucks. Oscar works his way underneath. Missed it. He missed the cripple, Alcindor. 25 to go in the game. Reed inside. No. That's McLaughlin. Oscar. Charging. That's 4 on Robertson. For Milwaukee. These men have 4 personals. Alcindor, Dandridge, Smith, Robertson. You're allowed 6 in the NBA. Milwaukee with the ball. Smith, Robertson outside. In it goes to Lew. Willis is still in there. And it is Greg Smith. Oscar in front. 8 seconds on the timer. Oscar lets it go. It's 89 apiece. Clock running at 5:35. It's Frazier in front court. Jackson sets a pick. Walt gets a shot away. Missed it. And DeBusschere on the sideline. Dave injured. And Reed with 5 fouls. Knicks just trying to hold him.
And Milwaukee coming down the floor twice with Phil Jackson guarding Lew Alcindor and firing long jump shots. I'm sure Oscar should slow it down.
Bad pass by Dandridge with Reed and DeBusschere out of the lineup. We go inside 4 minutes. 3:55 to go in the ball game, and the Knicks lead by 4. Frazier with 5 seconds on the timer. Checked by Smith. Clears the shot at 2 seconds on the timer and hit it. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Stallworth out of the corner. Frazier. Jackson and Stallworth. Tremendous inside against Lew on the board.
And you notice the Knicks now trying to eat up the clock. They want to take every minute or second they can and try and use up as much of the clock as they can.
Frazier checked by Oscar. Reardon. 3 seconds on the timer. Ball's on the floor. Oscar finally gets a handle. McLaughlin, 2:25. It's good. 2:10 to go in the game. Knicks by 2. Frazier checked by Smith. Oh, Walter. 20 points for Walt. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Alcindor to Oscar. Alcindor will go to the line. Walt Frazier call for the personal foul. DeBusschere returns to the New York lineup. 1:57 to go. Lew, 4 out of 8 from the line. Now 5 out of 9. He has 33 points in the game. He's right about his season average. The Bucks are swarming all over the floor, and New York calls time. We have 1:53 to play in the ball game. The New York Knicks have 97 points. The Milwaukee Bucks have 94 points. The Milwaukee Bucks, when they came to the arena this afternoon, had a winning streak of 16 consecutive victories. They lost their second game of the season to Detroit. Since that time, they've won 16 in a row. Red Holzman's world champion New York Knicks, the very proud ball club that holds the NB record of 18 consecutive wins. And the lead now is suddenly 5 as Stallworth has scored 18 points. Robertson. Wormed on, jump ball. Walt Frazier.
As we're sitting here next to the New York bench, that's exactly what Red Holzman talked about in that timeout. The Bucks were going to be pressing. He said, keep that ball moving around. That's just what they did. Stallworth was open, and he put it in.
A minute 29 to go in the ball game. Top defensive team from New York. The top offensive team from Milwaukee. The defensive team is leading by 7 points. 48 seconds. The shot by Oscar is no good. Well, the resourcefulness of the New York Knicks, its starting personnel and its bench used so brilliantly by Red Holzman, the whole thing seems to still be intact from last year. Willis Reed has 34 points. Lew Alcindor 33 points. Walt Frazier 20 points. For the leading scorers, Willis Reed 34 and Lew Alcindor 33 to lead all scoring.